Hello YouTube, this is a twink SSF leveling video. This is going to be a much longer video than what I've normally posted, but I kind of want to just briefly talk about monk leveling. A lot of people say that the quarterstaff stuff is really bad early on, and I would personally beg to differ on this topic. I know a lot of people are saying like just use bows in Act 1, it's much better, etc. This is just going to be my like leveling VOD. This is kind of inspired by a lot of the stuff that some of the other Path of Exile content creators have done over the years, where they just do like act leveling stuff. This is my third time ever playing through the acts, so not everything is perfect. I'm sure you can get this time down quite a bit. There's a lot of like, I guess, PoE 1 brain with the early leveling that I kept trying to do, but I kind of realized because of the pause mechanic is pretty much meaningless, like walking and allocating passives, etc. So just, yeah. Also, early on, dodge roll is way more important early on than it is like in the late game. In the late game, you kind of just like have zero purpose for dodge roll other than like big bosses, or like if you get stuck in stupid mechanics and you need a dodge roll. The only boss that actually, like right there, I just tried to put it in my quarterstaff because I'm just so used to PoE 1 level brain. So the only boss that really gave me any difficulty was, what is it called? King of the Mist. So other than that, pretty much all the bosses were just like a pushover. Basically, when it comes to twink leveling, you have access to the tier 3 uncut support gem. If I was trying to be way more efficient with my time, I would have already had like everything slotted in, ready to go, etc. But it was kind of just like a, I don't know, spur of the moment type of thing. I'll go through, I'll add in timestamps for each individual bosses. So this was an entirely deathless run. I showed the passive tree at the very ending in case you are interested in trying to replicate what I accomplished through this video, through your own campaign run or twink leveling. It's incredibly tanky, it's incredibly smooth, and it deals absolutely absurd damage up until around level 10. Like, you pretty much can just like no diff every single boss. It's really, really insane. Early on, you pretty much just want to use the quarterstaff strike, like during this Hillock fight, basically. Just because Falling Thunder is a really, really slow animation, and there's not really any purpose to it. Honestly, I shouldn't have even been bothering like identifying or picking up the items there, because it's just gonna immediately get replaced by the leveling uniques. Don't know why, but somehow I accidentally pressed Z here. The core aspect of this is Pillar of the Cage God with 3 sockets, and then the Foxshade unique chest. I couldn't remember which NPCs were which vendor, etc. I had already bought out all of the unique Gamba NPC things for rings, trying to get decent rings, and then I'm just like going over gear in case, like, you know, maybe I find something absolutely insane that I could use on another run. End up buying these flat lightning gloves, and at this moment I just said, you know what, screw it, I'll do the lightning damage nodes with the chance to shock because that's probably the highest damage, and it ended up paying off in the like end of the campaign. Even though I'm using Ice Strike, it still did more than enough lightning damage. And then as soon as you hit level 12, if you have the Poor Circlin ring, it'll just make life 10 times easier. This amulet that I'm using, it comes from Delirium, I think. I'm not entirely certain, don't quote me on that. But basically, it means that you do not need a mana potion in Act 1, so outside of trying to utilize your, what is it called? The default attack for combo because the Glacial Cascade doesn't count as a combo. I was trying to remember like what other uniques do I have that are at all useful. And then I remembered the boots. One of them you could use. These boots here gives 10% movement speed. Gives a little bit of int, which just gives us AoE. And then there's a helmet with rage on it. I should have put all this stuff in like an actual tab, as well as like the support gems that I wanted to use. It would have saved like, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes off the entire run. I knew it existed somewhere in here. There it is. This helmet is absolutely insane. Cannot stress that enough. It's rage, which is more damage, and then it gives you 30 flat strength, which is just % increase more damage. So that's it for the yapping. Well, I guess I'll just briefly go over the skill choices. I go Glacial Cascade, and I don't use any links early on just because I'm curious of like how much damage is this actually going to do. And then Tempest Spell when you can unlock Tempest Spell, and then you use the default attacks so that you can drop the bell, and then you burst the boss. Glacial Cascade, if they are frozen and hit by the final wave, it does a lot more damage, so I try to do that in conjunction with the bell. And I believe it has like a secondary, like 2 hits on the very end of it, so that can overlap and shotgun the bell and a boss. And then last thing that I do is I use Ice Strike, and I put the faster attacks and the concentrated effect. I was curious if there was an alternative gem as well for Ice Strike that can make it slightly better. Basically, concentrated effect, it applies to the entire skill, and it basically shrinks your AoE range down to like absolutely nothing. And what ends up happening is, as long as you're like on like the face of the boss, you really don't have any issues whatsoever with hitting the bell and the boss. Just be mindful of positioning when you're utilizing it. And even though it's concentrated effect, I get Herald of Ice with Poor Circlin, and that carries the clear. So Glacial Cascade early, and then eventually when you hit level 14, switch to Ice Strike. And even with the 5% of damage added as extra, you scale so much % increase like damage through strength and rage that you will eventually shock bosses. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You will do plenty of damage. I think I had like 1,000 tooltip DPS on just Ice Strike alone, and I didn't use a 3-link. I could have used a 3-link because the mana cost just does not exist. I don't ever need to press my mana flask, even though I did just sometimes tap it out of like pure instinctual habit from playing a level 90 plus character where you need to use a mana flask like every 3 seconds on a boss, else you just don't have mana. So yep, that's pretty much it for this video. It's the run, it's everything. You're gonna notice really quickly that the boss damage is pretty nuts, and I could have been faster with like some of the layouts and stuff. I'm just not good at leveling yet in PoE 2. I think a lot of these layouts are semi-static. I did have a general idea of what I was doing, but I wasn't entirely certain on like which bosses and which things and which zone was for sure like what I needed to be chasing at that very moment. It'll just come with like more reps. It'll just get ingrained in my brain, just like Path of Exile. So that's it for the yap. I'll do timestamps and all that. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Of senses conflict and forget.
then dream no longer.
Here I would go well.
The forest moves! Death becomes... I best not tarry. The trees here behave like that. Won't be getting through here, for now. Of the old
What
magic.
happened here? He's in. Goodbye. Only the green. Bye.
Foul lair for a foul creature. Face your demise! Warriors have no power against them.
Ah, now this one. If you find a pint out there, don't bring it back.
If the old magic still thrives.
Is the Triocta real? How strange.
My family has been abducted!
My dearest daughter.
My beloved son, your death shall be a... Let this be a testament. The Eternal Empire stakes.
Somewhere in the darkness, a soul lies dreaming of hate.
Fate is sealed!
Will never leave this place. Disturb me. My love, I call to you.
Forbidden thaumaturgy causes nothing but...
This place harbors an everlasting malice.
Your soul will join my steeple of death. The spirits yearn. My beloved Asinia.
I am here, my beloved.
Let the Ezamites buried here.
Have the keys. That at last it's open! Praise the first ones! What is this? Graves! Isabel! Torquil! Callum! The family of Count Lachlann of Ogham. My family! This doesn't make any sense! They're dead! Those bastard Eternals! I must make them pay! I must make them suffer! Kill!
Rejoin your family, tortured soul.
Finally, familiar terrain. I must begin. getting close to their village.
Another corrupted abomination. Get back here! Oh no. Ha! Not yet. Corruption creates strange beasts indeed.
I sense a surreal presence.
Please.
These men know not what they exalt.
On fire!
Not yet.
The Wildwood's power is mine! You are seen!
I'm unable.
Nothingness! Oblivion awaits! You know me. I will always exist.
Spirit or held a little see. Well, you so the thank you. Take a punt, you know. Deal. See you.
You fat.
What have we got? Stick to the carrots.
I don't know how to. It's in my. Why? This.
Yes.
So if we are to.
Glacial cascade is a
Finn makes fun of my collection. A full flask is a defiance of fate. These are just some odds and ends of mine.
Winter prevails. What is this madness?
Perhaps this will assuage the girl's despair.
found my... I think
Music aids
I've collected
the
these
ordering
over
of the
time.
mind.
What do you think? Be careful.
Your end, come.
They've all gone mad! Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely... Surely we...
Path of peace is littered with death. Justice now finds.
Bastard!
Ogham deserves one last execution.
Frost! Death.
Mere strength is no match for skill. Madness echoes here. Yes, another one! He's under there!
The voice of the man I must face.
First ones. Here.
This is the cost of pagan beliefs.
Freezing strike! Today is a good day.
The time is nigh. Our triumph is at hand! Yes, more. Don't stop. The beast
What
hungers.
are you doing?
Frost Rush!
Husband, this interloper has the power we need. Kill him, and you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself!
We'll see about that. I cannot.
Oriana! Open the cage! Release the beast! Give me what you promised!
I think not. I expected so much more from you. Since you are too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can. Goodbye.
You manipulative whore! How dare you abandon me after all I've given you!
The madness. It consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From Vastiri?
Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste.
Dreamer provides.
Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.